Hi Gemini, welcome to Agnya 8, and here we are checking in the energies for your sign, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus for the month of October. Now something went wrong. I did record for you guys and I couldn't post it because it was all got jumbled up somehow. So I'm starting this month with you guys, and this month I'm guided to do Celtic Cross. So this is what I'll be doing. So let's begin checking in. I'll just kind of shuffle the first card. I've got two cards here, and the first card I want to take it in a different way, but there could be a message for some of you. The Nine of Wands and Eight of Cups. You want to give up on a situation, or you want to move away from the situation wherein you were invested for really, really long. You did not give up till now. You wanted to, you probably felt that things will be fine, things will improve, things will get better, but somehow you feel that no, your well-being, and this could be overall well-being, lies somewhere else, and you have some different ambitions altogether, and you want to move from that situation to a new one. So this is a special message which came for somebody out there, and do let me know in the comment box if that was you. I will shuffle one more, just give me 1 sec, because I want to just see. All right. So as I said that I'll be doing the Celtic, and the first card is your current situation, and that's voila, that's amazing. We've got the first card for you, that's the Empress. Brilliant one. Let me place all and then we will tune in. And what's crossing you? Another major arcana, the Moon. Now let's see the higher influence or higher spiritual influence for you is Eight of Wands. Now let's check the unconscious or the subconscious influence for you. Seven of Swords. All right. Now let's check what's your recent past. Another major arcana. We've already got 3 major arcanas, the Hermit. Now let's put the energy and check what is your immediate future. Another major arcana, the Tower. And let's check the more distant future. I'll keep it here. Now, how others see you. Ten of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands here. Your greatest hopes and fears. Yeah. Hanged Man. The too many major arcanas happening, and the final outcome. I will see this card later because I don't want the entire influence to be drawn. Or wow, at the bottom of the deck for you is the Sun, and I generally don't look, but then they said that look at that, look at there, and my guides are also telling me to check what's there. Do the complete. There is nothing really hidden out there. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm getting a call. Let me disconnect and let me put the phone on silent. Now, what is the final outcome? Which we see is the Three of Pentacles. All right. Now, let's quickly tune in and check what are these cards telling. Let's tune into the individual energy. As far as your current situation is concerned here, Gemini, there is a lot of abundance which is coming in forth for you. There is immense amount of nurturing element. A lot of feminine energy is getting awakened in you. You could be a male, female watching this. We all have the feminine and the masculine aspects of energies within us. And here I'm sensing that you're tapping into a feminine energy, which is more of the surrendering in nature, which is more nurturing, caring. This is also the receiving energy, equally giving though. I'm not saying there is no action, there is no giving, but it's a very selfless giving, and it's a very free flow energy. And that is what is coming forth as your main current energy. And what's crossing you is the moon, which is about you are finding some aspects of this abundance which you feel sometimes, this nurturing which is feeling sometimes. And you intuitively, because this moon is also the card of intuition, you intuitively feel lots. And but you have still more to there's still more to discover, and there is still more to be kind of uncovered in your journey, which is coming forth. But this is surely you here. It's like the powerful divine feminine energy which is coming forth. Moon is equally a very divine feminine energy. And I'm just kind of drawn into the recent past, and you have been putting in a lot of work here, a lot of work here. Um, with the hermit coming in, you did not, you probably withdrew yourself and you just kind of kept working, shining that light within. And both the cards, you can see that there is this, you're a light bearer. Many of you might be light workers. I'm not saying this exactly, but that's the message I'm getting. And many of you might be having very strong intuitions and a deep sense of knowing. Now, in the current situation, things are really going to look up for you here, Gemini, and you are very spiritually be guided. You have your angels, you have your support, which is coming forth for you and will take you through the dark. Even if you kind of feel or come across the patches which are unknown for you, or you don't know how to maneuver, you are a bright light within you shines, and there is this divine light which shines upon, and you can clear and walk through easily without any dangers, and you don't really have to worry. I'm not saying there might not be any dangers, there might be dangers and you might kind of face them as well, but you will maneuver so easily that as if it never really existed. And that is what is your current situation is. And in your past you have done, it's a result of a lot of past work. And I'll just keep these two cards like this because I like to read it like that. There is enough work which is being put in by the hermit, which is like so much of self. There is a possibility that you kind of detached yourself from people. You did not share much about you. And moon is also equally the kind of, you don't share a lot about you probably. And that is how you like to be. And you just want to understand it from the divine's perspective. But you are sharing a lot of guidance, many of you, and it's a general read. Many of you might be already, as I said, are light workers, and many of you are that torch bearer wherein you are already guiding people, helping them on the spiritual level. It could not be just the spiritual, this could be a help around any level, but I'm saying that you're spiritually kind of awakening and awakened a great deal. So that is what is coming out very strongly. Now let's see what is the, this is also a very nice card to have in this placement, because this is the higher spiritual influence. And if you see that this is about the card of action, a lot of messages, a lot of downloads in my view, because this has come of the influence at the spiritual level, and that's what is topping the topping the cards here. And you are receiving so many downloads. This could be some message which you might receive from overseas, some assignment you might spirit is kind of bringing forth some assignment for you which you might receive, and love to and forth might happen. But you being in such receiving mode, you will receive it with great poise, and you will receive it with grace, and you ought to be receiving it with grace. And there is this to and forth happening for you here, Gemini, and that is pretty nice. But then at the subconscious level or at the unconscious level, you have the Seven of Sword energy, which is like the energy of deception. Maybe in the past you kind of dealt with this kind of energy, and it has how do I say that? It has kind of been held back in your cells, in your not, I do not want to use the word DNA, but anything and everything kind of does impact our us at the cellular level. And if you've had the past experiences wherein you've had the experience of being cheated, somebody kind of didn't treat you with trust, or as a result, probably you have lost trust in people, and you have lost trust. And this is happening in the subconscious. Maybe you are awakening up to a great deal, but see, we're kind of formed in layers. There is still a layer in you which is saying that this still needs to be worked upon. There is something which was, maybe you kind of moved on to the positive thinking, positive mindset, and you kind of started activating the vibrations in your vibratory field, which is more aligned to divine. But still there are some shadows which needs to be dealt with and completely removed out. There is this shadow side which is still kind of hanging in there. Maybe it is coming into the reading, so it might be active vibration, which means that you still do draw or might have see the snippets of that attitude or that behavior wherein you kind of go distrusting. And this distrust could also be for yourself. This distrust could be for others or a situation, or overall distrust that how can good things happen to me? How can things to look good to me? And is it really happening to me? And that kind of a distrust. So that needs to be dealt with. And you need to have more trust and faith in divine. And I just kind of saw in my timer, it showed 11:11 as I made that statement. Now, in your near future, it is immediate future, you're getting this tower. So there is some disruption happening. I mean, this COVID has already disrupted a lot of things overall and on the earth plane, but there is some individual disruption happening for you, wherein the old belief systems, probably this one which is coming up around here as well, there are some belief systems which needs to be shaken, which kind of been uprooted, so that the new solid, foundationally solid belief systems can be erupted. And this huge castle which was built on the false belief systems was not, I would not say false, but it doesn't serve you anymore, these belief systems, and hence they are kind of need to be shaken and renewed. It's the new construction. It's the old building which is not serving you anymore, and there is a new construction which is very technology enabled. I'm just giving you the analogy. So I'm saying that something new needs to be created which is serving, which is working in the aligned state of higher aligned state with your higher being, and that is what needs to be created. And there is again a card of distance. This is kind of your distant future. There is movement, there is work, and you will charge ahead. You are charging ahead is what I'm seeing here. There are these opportunities which are lining up for you, this communication which built in. You will take that wand and you will move along, and you will feel, probably you will beat this entire, this is the only negative card as to speak in the entire reading. Nothing really is negative in the entire reading except this card. And I think you will be able to overcome that is what I'm picking out. But yes, it's an individual choice. It's the will, we have the free will choices. If you choose to be stuck here and if you want to give more energy to it, then really can't be much. But then divine has its intervention here. Divine will play its card in with the tower. Things will change for you with that. And there is this action is what I'm seeing will happen for you here in the near future, or in the distant future. In the near future there are changes, and how people see you and how people look at you, how others see you. They see that you're pretty content. People feel that you have it all. You have good friends, you have good life, you have kids. Not literally. You might be saying, hey, I'm not even married, I don't have kids, I don't have all that. But here what I'm saying is that people feel that you have a very contented life. People feel that you are pretty satisfied in what you're doing. You have abundance, you have lots of money, and people see you like that. People see you pretty successful. And what are your hopes and fears? And here I think you feel that things should not get stuck, and that is what you feel, that things do move ahead. There is movement, and things do move ahead, things do look good, but then suddenly I feel that things do get on a suspended mode. And that's what you feel. You feel that many of you on the spiritual path, you want to do that, you want to choose it, you want to do more on it, but you also feel that if you give your time, energy on that, it may detach you from the other material aspects of life. But those are just fears, those are just false belief systems. We are material because we are on the third dimensional world. We are physical, I would say, embodied in spiritual. So we are both, and we can lead a life which is balanced in both ways so that we don't miss out on the holistic approach of life. And as a final outcome, I'm seeing that you are collaborating, you are working with others in a very positively moving directionally. You are kind of working with, it could be a project, because I'm sensing there is something which is coming on very much on the pentacles or the earthly plane. You might be dealing with a project. It could be a work, career, that kind of a space for you, wherein you are collaborating with others, you're working with others, and you are pretty supportive, and others are equally supportive to you, and things are looking good in overall status. So let me also, and don't forget this bottom of the deck card, which is the sun here, which is like wonderful, because this says that you will have the clarity, you will have the guidance, you will have the abundance which you wait and long for, and things will be just fine, things will be just happy. And I was lifting, and there comes the Seven of Cups, meaning that there might be still some confusion and some unclarity which is coming your way. Or maybe you are kind of manifesting or creating that, because we create our own realities, right? And here we have, I'll just pull one card from Archangel Michael. What guidance or what message it could be in romance angel as well. I've mixed both decks. Whoever wants to come forth is what I will pick. Let's see. Okay, I've got one card which comes out here, and let me see what is that message. Detach from the situation. Now again, I'm sensing anything which is negative, anything from which kind of held you back, which did not serve you. You need to detach from the situation and move towards heal this part of you, and heal it for good, because I think this one keeps popping up. And this fear-based thing for you is may not be good. You need to detach from those fears, surrender to divine, that you will be protected and you will be guided for. And this card came forth as a guidance message. What we get for you is serenity. And it says, serenity bestows inner peace, tranquility, and calmness of mind. When you feel serene, you are your own person, for nothing and no one can bother, upset, or influence you. You are like a calm, clear lake, beautiful and peaceful to be with. Your quiet radiance brings hope and support to those who come within your aura. You attract respect and love from others, for all are calmed by you. As you become deeply serene and still, you connect to the higher powers of the universe for divine guidance, and your path in life becomes smooth and flowing. Quietly ask your angels to hold you in serenity, and this is the affirmation you should be using as much as you can. I am serene and still. And this is the reading for you, Gemini. Stay tuned in for the second half. I definitely should be able to do that for you guys now. Thank you so much for all the support you extend to the channel. Watching, liking, commenting, sharing. Keep doing that, and do subscribe to the channel if you not already have. That's support in itself. Thank you so much once again. Take care. Spread love and be happy.